So the Mazda lineup is a bit confusing at the moment. You have the Mazda 3, which I am fine with. Then you have the Mazda CX-30, which again I am fine with that. You then have the Mazda CX-5, which is okay, but then we get back to double digit numbers with the CX-60 and CX-80. Now, you're most likely thinking, when the CX-5 gets replaced, it will be called the CX-50. But this is already a model and it is US only. You also have the Mazda 2. This is getting on as an old car now, but we also have this car, the Mazda 2 Hybrid. Now, it is a completely different car to the regular Mazda 2, and you would think that this would replace the regular 2, but it actually doesn't. The 2 Hybrid actually sits next to it, and it is actually a Toyota Yaris. But with this update, can it distinguish it from the Toyota model? Let's find out. Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Cars and More. This is the #1 place to be for car news and reviews. Sit back, buckle up, let's go. So, the pre-facelift model was basically a Toyota Yaris with a Mazda badge. They didn't bother to change anything. Well, on this facelifted model, however, we get a new bumper design with a new grille that resembles all the Mazda cars. We also get a lower central air vent too for the first time, and also some side vents which are also new, and these house the fog lights. The headlights on this model are also LED and are exactly the same as the Toyota Yaris, but these are only available on the higher end models. Personally, I would have liked the Mazda badge lower down the grille, but this is just being a bit picky now. The overall look is much sportier than before and cleaner looking, and most importantly, Mazda looking. Moving around to the side, and there are no changes to report of on this facelift, but we do get some Mazda style wheels, which is a nice touch. Everything else is Toyota styled now, which is no surprise there. Moving around to the back, and this is where the big changes lie. Like the front, the pre-facelift Mazda 2 Hybrid had the exact same back as the Toyota, all apart from the badging. On this one, however, the black central bar has now been replaced with a body colour panel, apart from 2 parts to make up the taillight units. This gives the car a much cleaner look, and this is what Toyota should have done in the first place in my opinion. The taillights are still from the Toyota Yaris, but it just feels that bit better and that bit more premium and that bit thought of. The rear bumper is also slightly different too, giving this car a sportier look. We don't get any fake exhausts though, which is good. Let's have a look and see what engine options you can get with the new Mazda 2 Hybrid facelift. So, engine options are very simple for the Mazda 2 Hybrid. This is because there is only one option. This is the 1.5 litre engine with an electric motor creating 113 brake horsepower. It is front wheel drive and power is sent through an eCVT gearbox. 0 to 62 is dealt with in 9.7 seconds, which isn't too bad, and you can expect between 50 to 70 miles per gallon on a good run combined. The price of the new Mazda 2 Hybrid starts at £24,135. Let's have a look at the interior of the new Mazda 2 Hybrid facelift. So, getting inside the Mazda 2 Hybrid facelift, and there is no surprise that it is still basically a Toyota Yaris. That is no bad thing though. The dashboard layout isn't that bad, although the big infotainment screen does feel a bit out of place, like a tablet has been placed on top of the dashboard. It is running the latest Toyota software now, which is a big improvement over the old model. And with this infotainment system, we also get a brand new fully digital instrument cluster. This replaces the older digital instrument cluster module, which hardly anyone liked. We also get the same steering wheel as the Toyota and all the switchgear, but at least you will know everything will work. Materials are okay, and we do get some hard plastics though, but for this type of car it is to be expected. The door cards on the other hand are a bit weird and in terms of design, but you do get used to it. The seats though are very supportive and comfy. Let's have a look at the rear seats. So getting into the back, and the door opening isn't that wide, so it will be quite hard to get a child seat in the back. Once you are in the back though, legroom isn't that bad for a small hatchback, and headroom is good too, and there is plenty of visibility. The seats are soft compared to other models too, but the plastics do feel cheap in the back. Let's have a look and see what the boot is like. So if you really want a Mazda but the Mazda 2 boot size isn't big enough for you, then the Mazda 2 Hybrid may work, as it has a bigger boot at 286 litres with the seats up. With the seats down, this increases to 947 litres, which is still very usable. Now, you may get a hump in the floor to lift items over with the seats down, but this can be removed if you have an adjustable boot floor. This increases the boot floor and makes it level with the opening and the rear seats when they are folded, eliminating a lip and hump. This is very hard to find on this small car segment nowadays. So what do I think of the new Mazda 2 Hybrid then? Well, at the end of the day, it is still a Toyota Yaris, and this car will never get away from it. Should you choose this over the Toyota? Well, I would. The looks are much better and you get the same space and technology as the Yaris, so it is basically a win-win situation in my eyes. Isn't this better than the regular Mazda 2? Well, in some areas it does feel a lot modern and it is better than the regular 2, but there is one reason that puts the 2 ahead of the 2 Hybrid. That is that the 2 is the best driving car around and you cannot get away from that. Both cars though are very good and it gives you a wide choice to choose from, with both of them being for sale next to each other. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.